Hi air signs, this is Tanya Lee of Harmonia Tarot, and welcome to your weekly reading for November 25th through the 30th for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. If you are new to this channel and feel guided, go ahead and hit that bell. Make sure you hit it twice so that you can be notified of all future updates. Before I get started on the reading, guys, and I will timestamp this in case you don't want to hear it, so you just go straight to the timestamp if you don't want to hear this. But I want to let you know that the weeklies are actually going to be stopping for a couple of weeks in December. I'm in the midst of a really big move. I'm relocating from New Jersey to Michigan. So I need to take a little bit of a break, a personal break, so that I can move and get situated and so forth. But what I will do is get up your monthlies for December. I'm going to do this all before the end of this month so that you guys have some general guidance for the month of December. And then I will be back probably either for a couple of lives or some short timeless readings, in between, but I probably won't be back until later in December or the beginning of January. If you would like a private reading, please note that private readings are going to be on hold until I get up to Michigan. I'm finishing out my private readings now, and I have a couple more spots open for just this last week, and that's it. And then I have to do a cutoff, so just to keep you guys posted. All right, so let's get started, air signs. We are going to start off with the Alice in Wonderland deck. I have some oracle cards, and as always, I will have a collective for the oracle for our air signs, and then I'm going to break into tarot cards for each individual air sign for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. And then I'll have some healing cards. So everything's going to be time-stamped below. All right, so let's get started. Guys, this is a general reading, meaning not everything is going to resonate. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and as always, utilize your own intuition. Do not force it, guys. Do not force it to fit. Time is fluid and moving, so some of this, even though it's a weekly energy reading, some of this may have already happened. Some of this may be happening right now. Others, it just might come down a little bit down the road. But let's just take it for grain as what it is, and we will see what messages that we get for you guys. All right, so let's get started. Calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascended masters. Ooh, we had some jumpers already. As to what messages that we need to know for the rest of November, from November 25th through the 30th. Can't believe we're at the end of November already. Time flies, guys. Time flies. For those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. And then we're going to be into the holidays. Winter is upon us. All right, what messages do we have for our air signs? What do they need to know? Here we go. We have, it's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, and repetition. Growing up, wanting to grow and experience, rejection of perpetual youth, and who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. Interesting, interesting. All right, so here's where we are. It's always tea time. All right, for a lot of you air signs, I feel for a lot of you, you are growing very bored, okay? It's this time of wanting to experience something new. A lot of you may feel a little bit stuck or like you have this urge to move on, okay? The urge to really find yourself. And I feel like it's a little bit anxiety for you, okay? Do you see how she kind of is like, she goes from bored at the table to a little bit like, what's going on here? How do I get to know myself, to like, I'm a little bit unsure. So I always look with these cards at her emotion, especially. You may, with this one, with the Mad Hatter and Alice, I always remember the scene is where she's getting a little bit annoyed that this is not ending. It's like the longest tea party ever, right? And she's like, when is this going to end? I feel for a lot of you, you may be in a situation or even a relationship or an environment where you're just like, I am so over this. I am so over this boring, repetitive, repeating patterns, okay? I feel a lot of you, this is repeating patterns. It could be repeating patterns of expectations not being met. It could be repeating patterns of just like, this isn't really making me happy. There's the sense of like not feeling happy or just ready to move on, okay? what's interesting is that you have growing up here, which is the 17, okay, which comes to an 8. So there's like this need or wanting of abundance in any form. Abundance does not necessarily need to mean money, okay? A lot of times this could be just life, happiness, something that fulfills you, okay? Some of you might be, I just feel like with the Mad Hatter and the Cheshire Cat, I mean, if you remember those characters, they kind of talked a lot of nonsense and riddles and things like that. And I feel that a lot of this causes confusion. You may have a person in your life who causes confusion or just makes you think or doubt or makes you really wonder, like, if you want to be with this person, or if you not in a state, if you are in a couple state, but if you're with a family member, if like what they say is really what you really want in life. Okay, so that's for some of you. But there is this big notion of finding yourself, okay? A lot of you might be into this realm of just big changes happening where you feel like, okay, you're at a stage of your life that it's time to grow up and do specific responsibilities. But do those responsibilities really serve you? Is this something that you really want to do or pursue? We'll see how the cards play out, though, for all the individual signs. We're going to start off with the sign of Gemini. All right, let's see what additional messages we have for Gemini on It's Always Tea Time Growing Up, and who in the world are you? What messages do we have for Gemini? What do they need to know this week? What do they need to know? Oh, we already got one. 8 of Coins, Judgment reversed, the Hermit reversed, 10 of Cups on Growing Up, the Sun reversed. Interesting. 5 of Swords. 5 of Cups reversed. 9 of Spears reversed. King of Coins reversed. All right, Gemini. 9 of Coins reversed. There was another one. I believe it might have been fire signs who got this in their overall energy, but so listen, when you have Gemini, the 9 of Coins here, she's all about being confident. She can take care of herself. She's independent, okay? I feel that with it reversed, there's a sense of your confidence getting knocked down. I feel like for a lot of you, you're not feeling very independent. You're feeling like you can't do something on your own. It's interesting because on top of this, It's Always Tea Time, we have the 8 of Coins. So it's like you're working towards something, right? And I feel like with Judgment here reversed, is that whatever you're working towards, there's something where it's not bringing you joy, okay? I think that you've already been enlightened with this. It might be in a position of work, or this could be a relationship, okay? There's two different messages here, and I will try to play both of them as much as I can because it's a collective reading. But with the Hermit reversed, and this is Virgo energy here, but Gemini, I feel like you've already taken the time to observe. I feel like you've already seen this repetition. You have taken the notion as to what really makes me happy, and you realize this is not what makes you happy, okay? So you are ready to move forward on something. You've now gotten out of this stuck mode of just sitting there and observing. Now it's like, okay, I have to make a move. It's time for me to make a move. But you're feeling really anxious about it. And although that you're ready to move forward in something, move forward towards your happiness, which is on Growing Up, I feel that many of you are just really in an unhappy state because that you don't feel like it's going to be coming to you, right? With the Sun reversed under this, this is the most joyous card you can get. It's all about happiness. It's all about fulfillment. And with it reversed, I feel like you are in a situation here, and, you know, we have the 5 of Swords underneath this, which is with the Sun. I feel like you're in a spot where, and I feel like this is in regards to somebody in your life that has put you down, has made you feel small, has made you feel like you can't do it on your own, has probably somehow egotistically reprimanded you in some way, whether this is a parental figure or a boss. Some of you, this might even be a relationship where somebody is older than you and they kind of think they're wiser than you, but it's like you know, you're like, no, this is not how you treat people. Like, you know, that's not how you should be treated. You know your worth, but you just got knocked down by this. And I feel like with the Five of Cups here reversed is that you're ready at this point of not looking at all your hardships, okay? Do you see how she's looking at the cups here and there's two cups behind her? I feel like you want to move towards happiness. You want to move towards something that serves you. You are trying to be optimistic. I do feel like you are trying to be optimistic, but it's a sense of like, I really need to know. Like, I feel like you feel very insecure. I don't know if it's something to do with, like, a lot of you, this might have to do with instability, afraid of moving on from somebody, or a situation that if I make a move, I'm really going to be on my own. This is all going to be on me and just me. Can I do this? Do I have enough strength to do this? But your defenses are down here with the Nine of Spears. So this was reversed. I mean, this is usually about like setting boundaries and being like, no, this is very defensive energy. But I feel like your walls have come down. Now, we do have the King of Coins here who is reversed. You may be dealing with an earth sign here, okay? So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But, you know, they're pointing me out, this is the character of Littlefinger in Game of Thrones. Typically, this is a character who is stable, who is come off as fatherly, could come off as, you know, compassionate and grounding. He's just very stable, somebody who you can count on, supportive, okay? I feel like with this, it's like you are well aware that this person is not supportive of you, not supportive of the decisions that you made, not supportive of your dreams or your passions. And I feel like this is the time, or this is the week where you're really just, you have a little bit of anxiety about moving forward. You are trying to progress, like I said, on here, and I'm not going to be validating these cards in general, but I feel like it's this need of like, okay, I'm not going to be focused on this anymore. I'm going to try to go pursue this, but it's just about turning around, okay? And it's about, am I ready to face this? And I do feel like you will be, maybe not this week, but it is this question of getting to know who you really are, what everything's really about. And it's like, I think that there's still some focus and residual energy about this other person and what they want. And we'll see what the angel cards say. Definitely watch the collective, because I guarantee you there's always going to be some kind of collective message in those healing angel cards that help boost you as to what this is about. But I do feel this major energy for you, Gemini, this week, not a completion energy, but an energy of it's time for me to move forward and to time to be on my own, okay? I'm ready to. Not ready at this moment, but you're thinking about it, right? You know about it. You are aware. You're mindful. You're definitely mindful. Definitely mindful. And I think that you're very aware of this individual and how you've been treated. And it's like, it's not stopping you. What's stopping you is this self-doubt that you have, that like maybe they are right. And I'll be curious as to what the collective messages are for you. Anyway, if this resonated for you, go ahead and hit like, comment below. I always love to exchange energy with you guys with your comments. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to resonate, but it's always nice and positive to see that. And I will see you in the collective. All right, we are going to move forward with Libra. Do a quick shuffle here. We're 13 minutes in. Let's see what messages we have for Libra, for the sign of Libra. Libra, if you just tuned in and did not watch the collective, make sure that you watch the collective in the beginning so that you can see all the extended messages that come from this oracle, because it's an extended off the oracle. Let's go for Libra. What do we have messages for Libra? What does Libra need to know? It's always tea time growing up, and who in the world are you? What does Libra need to know? Here we go. We have the Nine of Coins, the Nine of Cups, Three of Spears. Wow. Ace of Swords. Five of Coins. The World. Two of Cups. 10 of Coins reversed. The Star. Overall energy is Knight of Cups, Libra. This is about an offer, an opportunity, something coming towards you. It might be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. I feel for many of you, this is even just an offer of support. A lot of you might feel like this is the energy of getting some kind of support. So let's see how this all plays out. All right, so on It's a Teen Time, we have 9 of Coins here, the most confident individual that you can have within the tarot deck, okay? Independence, you know, able to be stable, do stuff on their own, can make decisions, is a leader. Doesn't necessarily have to be female energy, but this is what the energy of the card is, okay? I feel that many of you are at the stage where you have all, and you got 2 9s here, 9-9, guys. I mean, like, what? This is like so close to completion here. You're at this point of this week of having all of the tools that you need to move forward. Many of you, this is about starting something like a foundation of something, because we have the 3 of Spears here too. So this might be a new home. This might be a new project at work. This just might be a new opportunity, a new relationship. But it's like you have something that is extremely fulfilling that is on your, basically within your cards here. With the 3 of Spears here, this is all about setting a foundation. But do you notice how he's looking off on the horizon? It's like you're almost looking for more. Like, okay, well, I built my foundation. Now I'm ready to progress a little bit further, do a little bit more. Okay? We have your own energy here and in growing up, and I feel for a lot of you, you have gotten some kind of truth here about a situation that didn't work out so well for you within the past here, because this is present energy. But with the Ace of Swords, this is about getting the truth, being like cutting to the chase, right? Something that is coming to your way. I feel it's a truth of a situation where maybe you felt like you were being a beggar, begging for things to go your way, begging for, you know, like, I feel for a lot of you, this might be like, okay, every time I do things to progress towards something or what I think is my happiness, I get knocked down. It's this like controlling feature of like having expectations that aren't met, okay? So some of you, this might just feel like you're not getting somebody's attention, or like, I don't know, I feel like all I do is wait here and I get like nothing, right? Know that with the World card here, that this is changing. This is changing in a really big way for you, Libra. I mean, this might even be a gigantic move for you. This move could be something that is like completely out of a different state or a different area, or just a different relationship that's forming. I feel for a lot of you, it's like knowing that you have the truth of a situation, that it had to play out the way it did, so that you can get a partnership that really is important to you, okay? Now, who in the world are you? You have the 2 of Cups here, okay? This is all about unity. This is all about equal give and take, okay? This is water energy too, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Remember how I said there was a big offer coming towards you in the overall energy here of support. Know that with the 10 of Cups, you know, the 10 of Cups is, I mean, the 10 of Pentacles, this is all about having happy home life, stability, having it all. Now, this was reversed. This doesn't mean that with the 2 of Cups, this is bringing this, okay? I feel that this support that you're going to be getting, whether it's from a friend, family, or a relationship, there's lots of messages here, and this is a general reading, so keep that in mind, guys. They are coming to help get to this point where they're going to really help and boost you. It's like this support's going to boost you. Now, it's not going to fill your cup because you're in charge of your own happiness, right? That's always, you know, an individual's time. It's about joining forces to boost you. And this person is extremely, I feel, supportive of you, of your dreams. I feel for many of you, if you are at the point where you don't feel like anyone's going to come forward to help you, or it's not expected, know that this is an unexpected offering that is coming towards you, okay? It's going to bring a tremendous amount of healing, here. It's got the Star card, guys. So know that the fact that you're claiming your independence, the fact that you have all the tools that you need, this is just like an extra bonus, right? Of like what's going to come in place here. I feel, and I'm, you know, they're showing me here the light, the candle here, okay, and the flame here. So I feel that you're finally going to have the support so that you can see outside of this, and you're not always waiting at that tower as to what's going to happen. You're actually going to be able to move forward. This is going to help you in some way. There's some kind of feeling of support here that you were moving out of. So I think a lot of you with the past energy originally, when it was in this mundane moment of like, when's it going to happen? It's basically you're just tired of the repetitiveness, right? You've worked really hard to get out of this situation, so you're not sitting at that table anymore. And it's like you almost feel like you got knocked down at one point, and then you really built yourself up to be this 9 of coins, you know? And I feel that this foundation that you built, it's like you need additional help, you know? And I feel like you've done so much on your own that it's really hard for you to lean back and to accept the help. But know, as this acceptance happens and this individual comes in with the support that you get, it really is about getting to know the new you, right? It'll be interesting what the healing cards have to say for you in the end. So make sure that you tune in to the healing card and go to that timestamp. All right, if you like this reading and it resonated for you, go ahead and hit like, comment below, or just comment hi. I love to exchange energy with everybody out there. All right, let's get started with Aquarius. What messages do we have for Aquarius? One more shuffle. Okay. All right, Aquarius, if you didn't watch the collective in the beginning, make sure you go back because it's an extension on the collective reading. What messages do we have for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know this week? The end of November, the 25th through the 30th. Oop, here we go. We have the 6 of Cups reversed, the Star reversed, the Page of Coins, Strength, Ace of Cups reversed, Temperance reversed, the 8 of Cups, the 7 of Spears reversed, the 5 of Cups. The overall energy is the Page of Cups. Okay, Aquarius. For a lot of you, you might be dealing with a water sign here, okay? So Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Now this is a page energy, so it's newer energy. It's small, okay? It's really small. This is an energy of, you might be dealing with an individual here who has really small offerings, okay? Really small apologies that are not big enough. It's like, I feel for a lot of you, you're kind of sick of it. I'll be honest. So we have It's Always Tea Time here, okay? And on top of it, we have the 6 of Cups reversed, okay? You may, and there's so much water energy here, so I really feel a lot of you might be, or a majority of you, this resonates for you. It's probably because you're dealing with a water sign or somebody who's in that element. Doesn't necessarily mean they have to be that sign. It's just somebody who is in that water element. But keep in mind, this might be somebody that you, it was a long-term relationship, somebody you grew up with. This could have been a childhood friend, family, or just a really long-term relationship, okay? With this reversed, I feel like this individual has brought nothing to you but, at this point, pain, okay? You're kind of tired of the bullshit here. Look at her sitting at the table. I feel like this person talks in riddles. I feel like this person has always, what they do is they talk and then they come back and they offer these small little apologies. And it's like, it's nice when somebody apologizes, but when they keep doing it over and over again, it's like, this is just, it's not going anywhere, right? And we have the Star card here reversed. These are both reversed. So I feel like you're having trouble from healing from a situation. It's like you want to move on. You want to have a new start. Now we have the Page of Coins here. We have more page energy here. This is about that small ability. I feel like you're ready to have a new start, but you might feel like you don't have enough to have a new start, okay? It might take a lot out of you. It's like questioning you. Like, how much does this relationship mean to me? Am I really wanting to start all over again? I put so much time and effort into this. Or like, I really need to move on and start my own life and do my own thing, okay? It's taking you great strength here to really get to know yourself, to want to be that individual here, okay? With the Strength card here, and you could have Leo energy, this is about bravery. This is about moving forward. This is about persevering, right? We have the Ace of Cups underneath this that is reversed. So it's taking you great strength to move forward, but it's also like you're not very happy with yourself right now. I feel for a lot of you Aquarius out there, it's like, what fulfills me? How can I fulfill my own cup, okay? And it's brought you a tremendous amount of imbalance here. This is Sagittarius energy, but this is reversed, okay? But what they're really pointing out to me is, you see how he's reading and he's looking in there for that. I feel like there's this need to not look at the past, but to evaluate what you want in life, okay? And I feel like that's really coming out strongly, is that this is the time for evaluation. This is the time, and this reminds me a lot of the Hermit card too, even though it's the Temperance. It's all about having a balance of knowledge, but also of heart. But with it reversed, it's like an imbalance of this. It's not really knowing what you want, okay? We do have later on, though, on Who in the World Are You, is the Eight of Cups. I feel like you are at the point where you are going to walk away, that you are going to leave things that no longer serve you. But this is really an emotional decision to make. It's taking a lot of strength. It's taking a lot of compassion for yourself to know that it's not what you want anymore, okay? With the Seven of Spears energy, I feel that you might have been dealing with somebody who was very defensive, who you always felt like they had a way of turning things around, okay? They had a way of making you feel bad or saying you were the brunt of the problem. And it was like you didn't want to even blame. You just wanted to fix or mend the situation, right? Or like, how can we compromise to work this out? How can we do this? Some of this is family oriented, you know? It's like kind of like, all right, listen, we're family. We need to get through this. Others of you, this is just an individual who never wants to take responsibility for anything, you know? And with this reverse, I feel like you've just had enough. And it's like, no, I'm not going to sit here and try to defend myself. I know my worth, right? But I think right now what's going to happen is, you know, with it progressing down with the Eight of Cups into the Five of Cups, and it's like slowly going down. I feel for a lot of you, you're going to be focused on the loss of this versus the gain. Okay. And that, you know, there's a deep reminder here to look, you know, turn around and see those two cups behind you, meaning that there is going to be a relationship that serves you. There is going to be something that is equal give and take. You just need to turn around. You need to be able to feel, you know, comfortable and confident that, you know, your heart open, that these opportunities are going to come out. We'll see what the angel cards have to say collectively, but I do feel like this week is about, you know, observing a situation that no longer serves you, and that this individual is somebody that you don't want to be with, and that you are going to be taking actions to do things that do serve you, right? And heartbreak is hard. It's really hard when you have to make decisions or set your own boundaries and so forth. So be really kind to yourself. All right, let's see what angel messages we have for our air signs. What does the collective need to know? What healing messages do we have for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius? What's they need to know. Let your past go. Energy work. Let your past go. The burden of carrying your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. So just keep in mind, if you're in a situation where you're like, I will never be able to forgive that person. How could I let this past go? How can I not do that? You're not forgiving for the other person. It's really forgiveness so that you can move on, okay? And it doesn't necessarily mean that this other person has to do anything. You don't even have to tell them that. It's just releasing it for yourself, okay? Releasing that your past does not own you. Try to stay present. We have energy work. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. Energy work. Many of you, if you're into any kind of energy healing, Reiki's, it's at the time for Reiki, for cleaning your energy, meditating more, grounding yourself, really taking care of yourself, self-love. This is a need to have more self-love as well with this energy work. It's all about clearing your chakras. If you are in tune with that, so definitely take the time to do that. Sound healing is really good. There's so many things that you can do for meditative music on sound healing on each individual chakra. So that's something definitely good to do if you don't do Reiki healing or don't know anything about that. It's a good start. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you soon. Take care.